Thank you very much. It is a thrill to be here. I am so excited to be back in Houston. I first came here in 1980, and as you can see, the city has, well, maybe you haven't, how many? Is this the first time you've been to Houston? Well, you're very lucky. It is a great city. You can see it has grown, it is shining, it is a city of hope, and Houston, just so you know, has a wonderful history. When the people of New Orleans were devastated by Katrina, Houston was known as the city that took people in. So Houston has a great heart, it cares for people, and it is also a city of great science. So can we just applaud Houston? And Houston has a this week, Houston is in the news because of Rice University. Does anybody know why? Did you think that I was going to give you a quiz? Well, I am. Who knows why Rice University is very important this week?
Nothing.
No, stand up. Where are you from? Yay, San Antonio. Has anybody here? Okay, that's not the answer I wanted, but it was very interesting. Okay, I know this isn't the speech you wanted either, but anyway, Amir said that it was important because Rice University is offering free tuition for people. And that would be really nice if every university offered free tuition. Does anybody else want to give another answer? What's your name? Okay. International, I was told, be a little more coherent. So I've now gone totally incoherent, and there are two issues I'd like to raise. One, how great Sister Cities International is. Texas, which is a great state, a state of dreams, big state. Also, where John Kennedy at Rice University said we're going to the moon. Which has nothing to do with Sister Cities International. I could do it in a different order, but why start now? So John Kennedy, in 1962, went to Rice University and he said this. And the reason I'm doing this is because we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon. And he started this in this city. This is why it's so exciting. He said, there is no strife, no prejudice, no national conflict in outer space as yet. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And he says, we choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. experiences and value the people and art and enterprises in distant cities with imagination and empathy. He was evidence of formal community to community twinning was in Europe in the year 836. Who knew that? I just always think it's important when you give a speech that you teach something somebody new. It's between the citizens of Patterdam, Germany, and Le Mans, France. Isn't that cool? You're not as impressed by this fact as I am, I can tell. In modern times, after World War II, many European cities began the city twinning process to reunify the region. For example, Coventry, England, Stalingrad cities, states, counties are partnered in over 140 countries around the world. Yours is an extraordinary achievement. Well done. And I know from personal experience, I want every single person to applaud at least one line in my speech. Okay, we can do that. When I visited Kawasaki back in 1987, I was totally inspired. I also focused on the dream. Sometimes they don't happen quickly. Sometimes you're not John Kennedy and can make it happen. Of our art efforts and also our Boy Scout exchange, which has been going on for 30 years. The United States are fighting over trade. Maybe you don't read the paper, but they are. And we're doing really well. The YES program, which sponsored Arab students from Palestine, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, and Syria, Tunisia, and Houston when I worked there. So it's nice to return. The idea was to get 100,000 students from Latin America to the Eisenhower Award, named for a great Republican. Let me end with a quote from my uncle, John Kennedy, a fine Democrat. Okay? If a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just and the weak secure and the peace preserved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathleen. I'm so glad you didn't follow my advice. That was an outstanding speech. And what a way for us to kickstart our conference. And you see exactly why we've awarded Kathleen with our Eisenhower Peace Prize. Thank you, Kathleen. That was magnificent. As we move forward, and we have such a warm welcome from the city of Houston, I'd like to now welcome Council Member Jack Christie to provide a welcome from the city. Council Member.
Townsend, I hope you aren't leaving. I'm about to give her a lot of compliments. She doesn't listen. I'm glad that she spoke first because I go off script quite often anyway. I'm representing the mayor and the city council. They sent me because I'm the one that looks like the mayor the most of anybody on city council. What? I've got hair and he doesn't, but what the heck? We have a very diverse city council. It is a rainbow. And we have a mayor that started out in this city with 7 or 8 brothers and sisters at home and 2 bedrooms. And from a government program was bused across town to go to quality education. He ended up student body president, Always dreamed of riding the bus to University of Houston. Got his degree there and went to Harvard University and is now the mayor of the city of Houston, one of the greatest cities in America. We are diverse. We are the most diverse city in America. But let me stop and talk about the Kennedy legacy. Brogue to him, and he says, we go not because it's easy, because it's hard. And I love also what Rice University has done. They had the economic summit, 7 countries, the economic powers, together on campus, leaders of the world, and they got along. This city is diverse as you could ever make a city, and we get along. Oh, we squabble with our politics, but that's where people like sister cities come together, because everything that they do, and with the previous mayor and this mayor, been to 50 countries. The people loved her, she loved them. And so the legacy moves on. AmeriCorps, Points of Light, Peace Corps, Special Olympics, Boy Scouts, Rotary International. If we could turn the world over to them, there would be no more wars. Sister Cities does an amazing job. Those 50 countries that I've been to, not all sister cities, but I've been to most of them, it was a war. And the proudest picture I have in my office is the Arc de Triomphe in the background. From tyrants and people that slaughter their people, we can move forward, and yet Bahrain comes here. UAE, Saudi Arabia, even Israel offshore in Middle America. They have a people-to-people program.
Thank you. One of the outstanding members of this committee is the First Lady of Rice University, Ping Sun. So thank you for your warm welcome. We'd also like to get a welcome from the president of Rice University, David LeBron. President LeBron has served as Rice University's 7th president since 2004. He's a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and serves on various boards, including the Greater Houston Partnership, another important partner for us, and the IMAX Corporation. President LeBron?
I think my remarks are coherent. The bad news is somebody forgot to give me a time limit.